Kısacası bu yapılanmalar planlarını kısa vadeli değil, 100 yıl gibi bir süreye yayarak yapıyorlar. Sonuçta kendilerinden sonra düzeni devam ettirmeliler ki asıl amaçlarına ulaşsınlar. Yani yeni dünya düzeni ve sonrasındaki tek dünya devleti.
We were being prepared for something. Our minds were being prepared for something. This does not happen by chance. And we, the innocent people, trying to look at the world and trying to understand what is going on, we see everything is moving toward one world state.
I think a new world order is emerging, and with it the foundations of a new and progressive era of international cooperation.
And it's a phrase that I often use myself, that we needed a new world order.
There is a chance for the President of the United States to use this disaster to carry out what his father, a phrase his father used, I think, only once, and hasn't been used since, and that is a new world order.
So that the problem of the Bush presidency will be the emergence of a new international order.
Within the next 4 years, we will see the emergence of a new international order.
The beginning of a new international order.
The pieces are in flux. Soon they will settle again. Before they do, let us reorder this world around us.
I think its task will be to develop an overall strategy for America in this period when really a new world order can be created. It's a great opportunity. It isn't just a crisis.
It's about the future of Europe and a new world order.
There's a need for a new world order, but it has different characteristics in different parts of the world.
But today, with Asia already outproducing Europe, India and China are clearly becoming part of our new order.
We are now facing a common challenge. And the challenge is how to build a world order for the first time in history on a global basis.
So, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, a new world is emerging. It is a new world order with significantly different and radically new challenges.
The affirmative task we have now is to actually create a new world order.
Good evening, everybody. President Obama and British Prime Minister Gordon today calling for a new world order to tackle our global economic crisis.
And the president outlined his vision of a new world order in which the U.S. would participate fully.
We've got to give them a stake in creating the kind of world order that I think all of us would like to see.
So I see a world order in the future with a multipolar world order.
But in a globalized economy, we are going to have to take global responsibilities, and there is going to have to be some semblance of global governance.
Never before has a new world order had to be assembled from so many different perceptions or on so global a scale. Nor has any previous order had to combine the attributes of the historic balance of power system with global democratic opinion and the exploding technology of the contemporary period.
And I strongly believe India will be a central actor in the new world order.
There also exists an extraordinary opportunity to form for the first time in history a truly global society.
2009 is also the first year of global governance with the establishment of the G20 in the middle of the financial crisis. The climate conference in Copenhagen is another step towards the global management of our planet.
New World Order is the headline in the Globe and Mail in Canada.
Is this global governance at last? Is it one world, the central bankers in charge? But aren't we all just living and dying for what the central banks do?
Of course we are. We are absolutely slaves to central banks.
The Norman Cousins Global Governance Award, Walter Cronkite. World government is the structure necessary for global justice.
Has written in a book a few years ago that we should have a world government, but only when the Messiah arrives. He wrote, and literally, any attempt to achieve world order before that time
must be the work of the devil. Well, join me. I'm glad to sit here at the right hand of Satan. Let us hear the peal of a new international liberty bell that calls us all to the creation of a system of enforceable world law in which the universal desire for peace can place its hopes and its prayers.
Inspiring all of us to build a more peaceful and just world. We are still listening to your every word. And with your continuing leadership, we can sail across these unnavigated seas into the 21st century. And there's no better captain I can imagine.
The greatest danger of all is to allow new walls to divide us from one another. The walls between old allies on either side of the Atlantic cannot stand. The walls between the countries with the most and those with the least cannot stand. The walls between races and tribes, natives and immigrants, Christians and Muslims and Jews cannot stand. These now are the walls we must tear down.
I hope that the work will be of interest and value to everyone who believes, as I do, that values must unify and not divide us. And also that faith can serve as a means for peace, progress and prosperity for all the peoples of the world. Thank you.
In the name of democracy, surely we can peacefully get behind moves to have a global governance on such things as financial transactions, which, with a Tobin tax, could put an end to poverty. Really, it's a great prospect. It's not going to happen in my lifetime, but I'm very happy to be helping build up the concept.
What about the individuals who refuse to have this number implantation?
We expect some minor resistance, especially from highly motivated religious groups. But eventually hunger will cause even the most zealous to conform to our program. Gentlemen, I believe that within a year, 2 at the most, our one world government will be a reality. If we continue on our present course, it is my opinion that we could present the devil himself as a world leader and the people would accept him.
Şimdi burada anlamamız gereken husus şu. Birincisi, adamların bir iddiası var. Diyorlar ki biz dünyanın bu şekilde bulunmasına karşıyız. İnsanların yönetilmeleri gerekiyor. İnsanlar yönetilirlerken de onları yönetecek olan birilerine ihtiyaç var. Bu birileri de biziz. Bizden olmayan herkes bize mahkum olmak zorunda. Bitti. Peki biz ne istiyoruz? Biz ne istiyoruz? Şunu şöyle düşünün. Onu istese de istemese de onu o noktaya getireceğiz ki ileride bizim esas yapmak istediklerimiz ortaya geldikçe o beni desteklesin. İstediği halde değil. O istese de istemese de bana destek olsun.
Blackstone sorar. Peki ne zamandan itibaren planlarını devreye koydular? Z konuşmaya devam eder. Aslında ilk büyük küresel çapta sayılacak plan 18. yüzyıl sonlarında devreye konuldu. İlk planın nihai hedefi imparatorlukların yıkılması ve kapitalizmle beraber komünizm, faşizm, demokrasi ve benzeri gibi yeni sistemlerin ortaya çıkmasıydı. Amaç Amerika Birleşik Devletleri'nin gelişmesi, büyümesi ve güçlenmesi üzerineydi. Birinci Dünya Savaşı bu ilk planın son durağıydı ve başarılı oldular. İngiliz Krallığı hariç büyük imparatorlukların çoğu yıkıldı. Ve bu zaman içinde kendi oluşturdukları düzenle beraber daha da zenginleştiler. Borç ile ülkeleri kendilerine bağlamaya başladılar. İkinci planları ise 1921 yılında kurulan ve kendisini bağımsız bir düşünce merkezi olarak tanımlayan bu elitlerin oluşturduğu Amerika Birleşik Devletleri Dış İlişkiler Konseyi CFR yani CFR tarafından yapıldı. Planda 20. yüzyıl Amerikan yüzyılı ilan edildi ve mutlaka İsrail kurulmalıydı. Ve sonunda başarılı da oldular. 21. yüzyıl ise Yeni Dünya Düzeni yüzyılı olacaktı. Bu arada CFR, Rockefeller, Ford ve Carnegie vakıfları tarafından finanse ediliyor. CFR'nin kurucularından birinin oğlu Warburg ailesi üyesi James Warburg 1950 yılında Senato Dış İlişkiler Komitesi'nde yaptığı konuşmada şöyle dedi: "İsteseniz de istemeseniz de zorla ya da rıza ile dünya hükümetini kuracağız."
A special televised meeting of the New York-based Council on Foreign Relations provides a window to the real story. The speaker, Vice President Dick Cheney, takes a question from David Rockefeller.
Vice President, I just enjoyed so much your whole speech, but I was particularly pleased that you gave such a strong endorsement for the free trade agreement for all the Americas, subject that has been of great concern to me for many years, and particularly recently, and I think it's absolutely essential for the strength of our economy.
Rockefeller's role in the drive for an FTAA was a lot more central than he portrays. Rockefeller cultivated Latin American leaders who could be counted on to support such a proposal. Both the 1994 Miami Summit and the FTAA proposal were conceived and nurtured by a Rockefeller-created network. Prominent among the organizations sponsoring the Miami event were the Council of the Americas, founder and honorary chairman David Rockefeller, the Americas Society, chairman David Rockefeller, the Forum of the Americas, founder David Rockefeller, the Institute for International Economics, financial backer and board member David Rockefeller, the Trilateral Commission, founder and honorary chairman David Rockefeller. Rockefeller's influence also extends to the current administration. He was chairman emeritus of the CFR when Vice President Dick Cheney once served as a director, a relationship that Cheney concealed during his congressional career.
It's good to be back at the Council on Foreign Relations. As Pete mentioned, I've been a member for a long time and was actually a director for some period of time. I never mentioned that when I was campaigning for re-election back home in Wyoming.
Z konuşmaya devam eder. 1921'de yapılan plan içinde Hitler'in yükselişi, İkinci Dünya Savaşı, Pearl Harbor saldırısı, Japonya'ya atılan atom bombası, İsrail'in kurulması, Soğuk Savaş ve hatta 2001 yılında yaşanan İkiz Kule olayları da vardı. Evet, bu anlattıklarımı dinleyen birçok kişi saçmaladığımı düşünecek. Ama öyle değil. Niye mi? Şöyle ispat edebilirim. New York şehrinde ilk gökdelenlerin yapımları 1800'lerin sonlarıdır. 1920'lere geldiğimizde 200 metreden yüksek Metropolitan ve Woolworth binaları yapılmıştı. Birçok gökdelenin yatırımlarını Morganlar ve Rockefeller'lar karşılıyordu. Zaten Manhattan adasının yarısı onlarındı. 1967'de İkiz Kulelerin açılışından 6 yıl önce bir dergide David Rockefeller açık açık saatinde 9:11 pozuyla karşımıza çıktı. Dergi içerisinde birçok simgelerle mesajlar açık açık sergilenmişti. Z Blackstone'a bakarak dergiyi bulup inceleyebilirsen ne demek istediğimi daha iyi anlarsın dedi. Ve şöyle devam etti. 9/11 olayı olay yaşanmadan önce birçok yerde karşımıza özellikle çıkarıldı. Birçok görsel ve simgelerde. Tıpkı bugün Times ve The Economist gibi yayınların yaptığı gibi. 33'te 1 planın kendisidir. Unutma bunu. Blackstone sorar. Neden 33'te 1? Size cevap verir. Planlar simgeler ve sayılarla gizlenir. Ama çözmek kolay değildir. 11 Eylül 2001 olayları 20. yüzyıl planları içerisinde uyguladıkları son planlarıydı. Aslında planları uygularken o yüzyılın son zaman dilimlerinde gelecek yüzyıla ait planlar devreye sokulurdu.
At the expense of human life and the future of the planet. Driven not only by corporate greed, but a darker objective.
The takeover of America.
And then the world itself, by any means necessary, however violent, or cruel, or efficient. By severe drought, brought on by weather wars, conducted secretly using aerial contaminants and high-altitude electromagnetic waves. In a state of perpetual war. To create problem, reaction, solution scenarios to distract, enrage, and enslave American citizens at home. With tools like the Patriot Act and the National Defense Authorization Act, which abridge the Constitution in the name of national security. The militarization of police forces in cities across the U.S., the building of prison camps by the Federal Emergency Management Agency with no stated purpose. The corporate takeover of food and agriculture, pharmaceuticals and healthcare, even the military in clandestine agendas to fatten, dull, sicken, and control a populace already consumed by consumerism.
And I encourage you all to go shopping more.
A government that taps your phone, collects your data, and monitors your whereabouts with impunity. A government preparing to use that data against you when it strikes. And the final takeover begins.
The takeover of America.
By a well-oiled and well-armed multinational group of elites that will cull, kill, and subjugate.
Happening as we sit here.
It's happening all around us.
The other shoe waiting to drop.
It'll probably start on a Friday. The banks will announce a security action necessitating their computers to go offline all weekend.
Digital money will disappear.
They can just steal your money?
Followed by the detonation of strategic electromagnetic pulse bombs to knock out major grids.
What will seem like an attack on America by terrorists or Russia.
Or a simulated alien invasion, using alien replica vehicles that exist and are already in use.
An alien invasion of the U.S.
The Russians tried it in 47.
21. yüzyıl planları ise özel seçilmiş kişilerce 1984 ve 1992 yıllarında iki farklı gizli Bilderberg tarzında toplantılar yapıldı. Gelecek yüzyıl planları bu toplantılarda planlandı.
1992. We're designed to align countries into a one world government. There's no doubt in my mind that that's what we were doing. Well, in working for the people I work for, I only see two classes. I see the leaders who are the elite, and I say the leaders who are the elite because of the people that we work for. We work for the Rothschilds, the Roosevelts, the superpowers in money around the world. There was never any question of finances on anything that we did. If I needed $250,000 for a mission, I had a signature line of credit. I walked into a bank in New York, I signed my signature, pulled out $250,000 cash, walked away, and that money was replaced the following week. It was that easy for me. So in answer, I hope that I've answered that in saying there's two groups. There's the citizens and there's the elite. And that's all there are. Those around the world that think that there's going to be an upper class or that there's going to be comfort like there was, there won't be. Myself, I see even maybe a third class, but that third class won't be considered citizenry on the New World Order. It'll be considered enemies of the New World Order who are possibly living in state of an underground. I think in summing up what I'd like to say to all of you who listen to this video and in the media, I'd like to ask one question. Is anybody there?